This is Talk of the Town, a weekly program featuring community events happening in and around Northeast Michigan, with your host, Nancy Smitham, and get the latest from Alpena Community College with Dr. Don McMaster. And now, today's Talk of the Town.
Good morning and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Nancy Smitham. My first two guests today are both from Huron Humane Society. I have Kinsey Wright and Cindy Johnson. Good morning, ladies, and welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for being here, and you brought guests with you today. But Kinsey,
Yes,
before we get started talking about the guests, you just spit out an amazing fact to me. Spit that out again.
Oh, my fact? One breeding pair of cats and their offspring will produce 420,000 kittens over the course of 7 years, which is an outstanding number.
That is an outstanding number. So people need to spay and neuter their pets. If you own a pet, that's your responsibility. Don't say, oh, well, he never goes outside, or don't, please get your cat spayed or neutered. We have a terrible problem with cats. I mean, I see cats walking around town all the time, and it's very sad.
There's over 70 million homeless cats in the U.S. alone.
Wow. 70 million.
Yeah.
It's a number that can be fixed, so easily fixed.
Yes, it can.
Well, tell me who you brought with you today.
This is Chester.
Okay.
He is one of two of our longtime residents. He's been at the shelter for upwards of 4 years.
Oh, Chester.
He's been there a very long time. And that's why we're promoting his adoption. We're
He
really
wants a
trying to move.
forever home.
Yes. I mean, our mission is to find homes for these animals, not be a home for
Right.
them. And he does have asthma. He's a little special needs. He needs half a steroid once a week, so it's really not a big deal. And steroids are a very cheap medication. But we think that's why it's been so hard to find him a home. Where are you going?
He said, I'm going to explore.
I'm leaving. We'll go back there.
Okay.
And we've waived Chester's adoption fee too. So if you're interested, there's another one at the shelter called Percy who's been there just as long as Chester
Okay.
has, and we've waived that adoption fee as well.
So somebody wants a nice, well-mannered cat to bring home. You can basically do it for
Behind
free.
the couch.
Yes.
He's behind the couch. He likes to go behind the couch.
Yes. And they both have been neutered, so
Okay,
that's
very
a good
good.
thing.
And you brought babies.
We have babies. These little guys just came in. This is Hansel and Gretel.
Oh.
That's Hansel. This is Gretel. They came in. They were found on the side of the road with their mother had been killed. So they've been with us for a couple of days. Kitten season this spring has been brutal on the society,
Yes.
And it's starting again. There's a season in the spring and a season in the fall. Since March to middle of August, we have taken in 215 kittens.
Oh, my goodness. That is brutal.
It is brutal, and they keep coming. We have currently about 40-some cats and kittens in the
5
shelter.
came in on our way here.
Yes.
We were leaving to come here, and 5 more kittens
And
came
a
in.
box of 5
And
kittens
when you think of
came
the
in.
vet bills and the food and the, the facilities and all the things that it costs, that can be very brutal to a humane society the size of yours.
Well, you think about it, when a cat comes in, you have to test them for feline leukemia. That test kit, it runs us about $10. And then you have to treat them for fleas and ticks immediately.
Right.
And that costs us $10. So just when they come in the door, every cat costs us $20.
So
Plus, then
$100 before you walked out the door today with
Yeah.
the new ones.
Yeah.
That's not including vaccines or
doesn't
deworming or ear mite medicine or...
None of that. None of that.
Wow.
So it's costly to take care of them, and then that doesn't include your heat, utilities, insurance to pay the
Right.
employees.
Right.
So it's been a brutal, brutal year for kittens, and we're trying to save as many as we can.
Oh, yes, and they're just two cuties, and so are they ready to be adopted now?
Not these ones. These ones are about 4 weeks. So
So then-
we adopt them out after they're 8 weeks old,
Oh,
so
8
they
weeks,
have
so-
about another month before
So
they'll
you
be
could
eligible.
come, though, and get to know them and meet them and love
Yes.
them, and then in 4
Yeah.
weeks you could take them
Yes.
home.
And we do take deposits on kittens, so
Okay.
you can, put a hold on your kitten. We'll take care of them until they're old enough to go.
Perfect, just like plants at the nursery.
Yes.
Exactly.
Perfect.
And then you get a coupon to have them spay or neutered at the local vets are wonderful with us.
They are.
So you'll get a coupon to get that done. So they are guaranteed to be spay or neutered so that we don't have more and more and more and more of the kittens
So we
coming
don't
in.
add on to the problem.
Yes,
Right.
we want to be part of the solution, not part of the problem.
And you have some events coming up?
Yes, we do. We have a PetSmart event coming up in the middle of September. On the 14th, 15th, and 16th, they have an event over there. We'll be taking animals, because we partner with PetSmart in Gaylord. We'll be taking dogs and cats over there to try to get them adopted. And then The following weekend at the Alpena Mall, we're having an event where the shop owners are sponsoring an animal.
Oh,
so they will
great.
pay the adoption for the animal. So you'll be able to meet the animals, and the adoption fee will be paid for. This little event is coming up in October, too. So
Okay.
we're busy trying to push animals.
And you have a volunteer orientation.
We have a volunteer orientation, and volunteer orientation is the third Saturday of every month.
Good.
Yeah.
We're going to go over basic cleaning. We want a volunteer base. We have about one regular volunteer right now, and we'd really like to outsource. We need
Okay.
more.
Okay.
So for the volunteer orientation, we'll go through basic cleaning, what we do every day, what time we get there. We'd like someone to do like our meet and greet runs or do vet visits, and
Yes.
you know, lots of jobs for volunteers
Yeah.
to do. And we'd
There's-
also like to build our foster program.
Yes.
Yeah. When we get kittens in, like these little ones without a mom, and if they're smaller than this, most of the time they need to be
Hand-fed.
hand-fed, and so we need help doing that. We do have a couple of foster families that have been fantastic, but as often as these little ones come in, it would be nice to have more.
So if someone has 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours a week, a day, a month, a
We'll take
year,
anything.
you'll take it.
We'll take
And
it.
you know, I like the idea of the orientation, teaches them safety, you know, how to keep themselves safe and the animals safe, you know, what to do's and what nots to do. And
Yep.
And we can touch base on like what they're interested in. Some people are only interested in helping with dogs or just with cats or just laundry and dishes. I mean, it's basic household cleaning.
Office
And-
work.
Yep.
We anything. We'll take anything. And if there's students out there that need to get their volunteer hours
Oh,
in, please
yes.
come and see us.
Oh, perfect.
We would love to have them.
Okay, now we want to talk about retails before we run out of
Retails.
time.
We had a grand opening this last weekend, and it went fantastic. So Retails is open. The store hours at Retails will be from 11 until 6, the same as the shelter hours, Tuesday through Sunday. We're doing consignments. We have some new merchandise, and of course, we always will have our upcycled unique pieces at the
Yes,
store.
and
Oh,
they
it's
are
so cute in
unique.
there.
It
I
is.
bet it is. I'll
It's
have
so
to get out
cute.
there and see it.
It is
And,
fantastic.
you know, holiday season's coming up, so if someone's looking for gifts, perfect gift-giving ideas.
We will have some fantastic things. So, and all of the money goes to these little guys. So, it's a great venture.
So how do we get in touch with you? What's the easiest way?
The easiest way to get in touch about Retails is we have a Facebook page. You can go to the Retails Facebook page and send us messages through
Okay.
there. But you can also call the shelter at 354, nope. take that-
4794.
Yeah, 356-4794.
Okay.
And we'll get back to you.
Thank you both very
Thank
much
you.
for being here.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
You're so
I'll be
cute.
right back with Bradley Summers from Boys and Girls Club of Alpena following these messages. Hi, welcome back. As promised, my last guest is Bradley Summers from Boys and Girls Club of Alpena. Hi, Brad.
Hi, Nancy.
Exceptional summer at the Boys and Girls Club of Alpena.
Yeah, we consider it a big success. We are seeing just over 90 kids a day.
Amazing.
Some days way more, some days way less, but you know, we average about 90 kids a day. And like I was telling you before the show started, this is probably one of the most well-behaved group of children that we've had.
And you have kids from every walk of life.
All walks of life.
That's so awesome.
All socioeconomic backgrounds you could ever imagine, and a lot of different need levels and things of that nature. But you know, it's a testament to the staff that we have. You know, Jennifer Digna, the unit director, has been working for 10 years. Her and I have been working hand in hand for 10 years, working with the kids in this community. You know, and what she's able to put forth to the new staff, to the younger staff, to the more experienced staff, is so much a wealth of experience and just a wealth of support, and you know, and it pays dividends when we're starting to work, when we're working with the community and working with the parents and working with the kids. You know, the very respectful young people. You know, and it's nice to see the kids be able to, you know, be that respectful while they're at our facility, especially when there's so many of them. But you know, it's just an amazing testament to the staff and the amazing hard work and rapport that they're able to build in this community and with the parents and the kids.
And you know, not just at your site, the kids are wonderful, like when you took them to Arzos.
Yeah, we took 90 kids this year to Arzos, plus staff and volunteers to help with supervising the children when we were there. And when we take them into the community, we try to reinforce that you know, you are representing your age group, your
Yes.
generation, you're representing the Boys and Girls Club, you're representing the community of Alpena. And you know, sometimes the kids get it, sometimes they don't, sometimes their kids are just kids. But you know, when we take that many kids on a group where, you know, we're trying to celebrate them and have a day with just paying only attention just to the kids, going out, just having fun. And when we meet as a staff and talk about the event, it's pretty cool. We can just say, wow, we didn't have any behavioral issues. You know, maybe one or two, we just had to reinforce some positive behavior. But other than that, I mean, we had an absolute blast. And it felt like we had 20 kids.
And kudos to Mike Arzo and his staff.
Yeah, they did a wonderful job. Mike actually personally contacted me and the Boys and Girls Club. Usually the kids get about 6 to 8 activities that they can go on. This time they actually got to go on everything unlimited as much as they wanted to for 3.5 hours.
Amazing.
So the kids really enjoyed the go-karts, the bumper cars, and you name it. They just, to see the excitement of the kids, you know, we see them in our facility, we go on other field trips, we go out in the community and things like that, but for them to go to an amusement park in our area and just be able to go crazy and have fun is just, it's so cool. Very cool.
Very good. Now, school year's starting, so I'm sure you're hitting the ground running.
Yeah, this is the big time of the year for us. You know, when it comes to the preparation of the school year, you know, we have some new offering some new classes for through financial literacy, and you know, definitely enhanced teen services this year. We have some community partners that have been helping us find some more opportunities for kids when it comes to the financial literacy. We've noticed that there's kind of a drop-off point after about 6th grade. Kids really, you know, they get the schooling, they get some education, but they just kind of, you know, don't understand checkbooks. They don't understand that, you know, that check in that checkbook, you can't just write a check arbitrarily and just go in and cash it. You actually have to have money in a bank account. So kids are learning about savings accounts, about, you know, money, interest rates. As they get older, they learn, of course, a little more complicated mathematics and things of that nature, but it's all to make them better citizens moving forward and really understand the culture they live in.
And these are just things that they have to sign up for, Brad, when they're there, or how does it work to get involved?
You know, the kids can actually, they can sign up ahead of time, but they can also just drop in, learn some aspects. We have curriculum for them, but if a kid wants to come in week 3, we're not going to say no. They're still going to learn something out of it, and you know, there'll be a time where they can get brushed up on the past 2 weeks that they've missed or something like that. But we have workbooks, we have a lot of different resources that we're able to give the kids to really help them and aid them in their knowledge.
Okay, what are the hours now that school started?
So we are open 2:30 till 6 each night, Monday through Friday, and then we will be opening for specialized teens only services. It's going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 to 8.
Oh, perfect. And still have the free meal program going strong?
Yep. You know, last year we just got our statistics, and we served over 10,000 free hot meals to the community, to kids aged 6 to 18. You know, and it's kind of that hidden gem that some of the community doesn't know that we actually do. We actually provide every day a free hot meal for the kids, Monday through Friday. You know, and then we have partnering services where the kids can have take-home bags of food and snacks and things like that for the weekend.
Perfect.
So we're very lucky to have amazing collaborations in Alpena to help us. And really, we're all serving the community.
Yes.
And you know, the more we support the community, we support the next generation of kids growing up, you know, the better off we're going to be too. And so it's nice to see so many people step up to help us, to help other organizations that are serving the youth, because kids need it in this community.
Oh,
for
they
sure.
do. And so now someone out there's listening saying, hey, this sounds great. How do I sign my child up?
You just call us, stop in, find me on Facebook. You know, or find the Boys and Girls Club. We have a Boys and Girls Club site on Facebook. We have a website that has the membership information, how to call, to contact. Really, any way that you can get a hold of us through, I mean, even a fax number we have. we want your kids to be involved.
And what about busing? Are there buses that help get the kids there?
Yes, we are. Again, we are extremely, extremely grateful for the Alpena Public School System and their transportation. They're having the bus to Ella White again this year, Besser, Lincoln, and a transfer bus from the junior high and high school right to our facility.
Perfect.
We are so lucky that that they continually deem this as a very important service after school, because a lot of times these kids are going home to nobody.
Right.
And they're sitting there for 3-4 hours during their discretionary time waiting for mom and dad to get out of work. So this is an awesome opportunity for us to have them in a supervised environment where they're learning something, and then the parents just come and pick them up. It works out so well.
It does, and your number is 356-0214 if anyone has more questions.
Absolutely.
Okay, and what about volunteers? Do you have ever need for volunteers, Brad?
Every day we need volunteers.
Okay.
We have volunteers for if you can add something to make a youth better off, or if you can provide a service or a skill or some kind of knowledge to help a kid learn or be excited to learn, we are always looking for those kind of people to come in and volunteer. And then we also have established programs too that tutoring and computer literacy and just so many different things. There's so many aspects of youth development that come into a big mold. So the more volunteers, the more trained staff, the more people that we have that are looking out for our next generation and providing those skills and resources, we will never say no to a volunteer.
We're just out of time. You quickly just say about our back-to-school event, the backpacks.
So Water Wonderland Board of Realtors this year, which we've had previous relationship for 3 years. They donated 88 backpacks again this year, and we were able to have a back-to-school event where all these backpacks that are filled with snacks and school supplies and just so many awesome items. We donated that to 88. We were able to give that to 88 kids this year.
Wonderful.
That helped out the family structure. It helped get those kids ready for the first day of school and really get them excited. Really cool backpacks, fun, and I cannot thank the Water Wonderland Board of Realtors for their partnership and for them putting all this together. It's from 8 different counties, from all the way from Sheboygan to Otsego here in our community, and everybody just puts it together, and we're able to find those opportunities for the kids.
We're out of time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Please stay tuned for Dr. Don McMaster.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Dr. Don McMaster. I'm president of Alpena Community College, and I'm pleased to have as our guest this morning Kathy Abraham, director of the Alpena Volunteer Center. Welcome, Kathy.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Dr. McMaster.
My pleasure. My pleasure. So you have a lot of neat activities going for the fall. And for those folks who aren't familiar with the Volunteer Center, you do a range of things, mainly many of them non-credit, short-term training of things of interest to the community. And why don't you share what you'd like to about what you got going on?
Okay, well, right now the community education fall schedule has been released. It's available, and we're offering a number of classes this semester. We have a variety of cooking classes, health and wellness, arts and crafts, computer, photography, and golf lessons. So our classes will begin September 18th, and they'll go through mid-November. And as you said, they're non-credit classes. They're very short, inexpensive. Depending on the topic, it's usually one evening. And for example, we have a golf lessons for beginners beginning September 19th, and that will go for 4 sessions, 4 weeks, consecutive Wednesdays.
Will that help someone teach them how to hit the ball straight?
Yeah, we actually offered it, and I don't know if it's going to teach them to hit it straight, but we did offer this in the spring, and it took off very well, so we're bringing it back.
Very good.
And we do have a few openings. Some of these classes are limited to the seating, so we do still have openings for that. And also, some of our classes, I gather feedback from our past participants, and based on that, I try to establish a class. One of the requests was someone was interested. They have loved ones or elderly ones, and they want to touch them or they want a massage, but they're so afraid that they'll hurt them, and especially for nursing homes or those types of settings. And this year, actually September 18th, we are offering a geriatric massage class.
Wow, very
yes,
good.
And her name is Yvonne Robinson. She's a therapist with over 18 years of experience, and she specializes in this. So she's going to actually demonstrate some techniques on some age-related concerns, such as fragile skin,
Yeah.
bones, joints. And that, again, is happening September 18th. So if anyone's interested, please sign up. It's going to be a good class.
That's a very neat point you make there, and that you're responsive, or attempt to be responsive to the needs and interests of the community.
Exactly, yes. And also, I have requests, and I'm always looking for volunteers. Like someone had asked, you do wood carving, and I did have that class a few years ago, but I'm looking for someone that does wood carving. So if anyone has an interest, please call me. And also for fish frying, any type of cooking methods on how to prepare fish in various ways.
Now, your cooking classes are quite popular.
Yes, we have very popular classes. We actually have a butcher from the Meyer store that's going to be doing a class for us, and it's very creative. It's on making a chicken pot pie through a crock pot. So anyone that signed up can bring a 4-quart crock pot, and it's going to make and take. They can make it and take it home for the meal, and he's going to show them how to do a crock pot or a chicken pot pie in a crock pot.
Very neat.
Yeah.
And you've taught some of these cooking courses, haven't you?
Yes. This semester I'm teaching a Tex-Mex chips and salsa class. So I'm going to show a variety of ways of making different salsas, from mangoes to traditional.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then one is going to be with black bean and corn. And then I'm also teaching 2 Excel classes, and those are filling up quite fast.
Very good.
Yeah, so we have a variety.
So you, maybe my ear misled me, you had said that the courses are short and they're inexpensive?
Yes, they range anywhere from $20 to $85, depending on what the class is. Normally our cooking classes, they're very inexpensive. I've gone on other websites where they have non-credit courses, and they range, you know, they're a little bit up there, but ours are relatively low. We try to keep them that way because many of our instructors volunteer their time to teach.
Oh,
so
okay.
that really helps, and that's what I strive for. So.
And the premise, one of the underlying premises for the Volunteer Center is to outreach in the community and address needs that don't exactly fit into a standard college classroom or program.
That is correct.
And that's what you're doing.
Yes, that's what we're attempting to do, yes.
Yeah.
So, and we've had we've had a lot of success. A lot of our instructors, as I said, do come on board. We have a Reiki yoga that's going to be taught. So there's a number of classes that are available this year and this fall. And if anyone's interested in having a copy sent to them, they can contact me on 358-7271. And we also have a site where they can actually download the schedule.
Very good.
And that's through the alpinacc.edu. They would just simply go to the tab About, and then Visitors, and then the Community Education Program.
Now that we're on the website, tell us a little bit about what you're doing there. I think that's pretty neat. Yeah.
Well, we also have a website for the alpinavolunteercenter.org, and that is where this website matches anyone that's interested in volunteering to nonprofit agencies within our community. So they would go to our website, they can actually see our fall schedule there. It talks about our ropes course, all the programs that we offer. And actually, if they're interested looking at any of the agencies, let's say, for example, they're interested in some folk music, there is a nonprofit agency there that may be looking for volunteers. They would simply click on that agency's link and then contact them that way. So I believe I have 14 nonprofit agencies that are listed.
Very good.
So anyone that's interested, actually, that is in nonprofit agencies and they want to get on our site, there's no fee. they can just contact me on 358-7271.
Very good. So the site is kind of a receptacle or a billboard, an electronic billboard of nonprofit agencies in the community that want to either promote or seek assistance or volunteers.
Right, and it actually lists any needs that agency has or events that are coming up. So yeah,
Very
there's a lot of
good.
information there. Yeah.
So Kathy, we have about 30 seconds left. Anything else you'd like to share with the community?
Yes, one of the programs that's directed by the Alpena Volunteer Center is the Ropes course. So the Ropes course is actually a system that challenges personal development and teamwork activities. And we have new facilitators that are on board that are trained to assist with icebreakers, building camaraderie, communication. We take it from a group to a team stance. So it's really interesting. The course is just a lot of fun. It's low elements or obstacles. They're either on the ground or a few feet from the ground, but it's really fun. So if any businesses or organizations are interested in the ropes course, everyone should do it. It's a lot of fun. They can contact me on 358-7271.
Thank you, Kathy, and thank you for the work you do with the Volunteer Center. Thank you folks for watching Talk of the Town. We'll see you again next week.
This has been Talk of the Town with your host, Nancy Smitham and Dr. Don McMaster. For a list of community events taking place in Northeast Michigan, please visit our website at wbkb11.com and click on our community link. This has been a Thunder Bay Broadcasting Corporation production.